Good evening, panel members.
Good evening.
Good evening. What did you have for breakfast today?
I didn't have breakfast.
Lunch? Oh. Who's your role model?
Elon Musk.
Aha. Please tell me 3 management lessons that you derive from Elon Musk.
Lead by example. Take hard decisions.
Hard decisions? Meaning?
If you have to let go of people, so in order to save your company, you have to do it, even though you don't like it.
Okay. Third?
Take risks.
Sure.
So what subjects did you have in class 12th?
Physics, chemistry, maths, biology.
What is Coulomb's law?
Coulomb's law states that force between two charged particles is directly proportional to product of their charges and inversely proportional to square of the distance between them.
Okay. What is the value of epsilon naught?
8.85 into 10 power minus 11.
11. Okay. And then what is the unit?
Epsilon naught unit is Newton meter square per Coulomb square.
Are you sure about it?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Coulomb square per Newton meter square.
Okay. So my next question to you is: you said you had physics, chemistry as well, and then you had the mathematics also. What is volcano reaction?
I think it's the reaction between vinegar and baking soda.
Okay, that is called as volcano reaction. Okay. What is the, if I have to ask you, what is the value of cosec 30?
Cos 30.
Cosec 30.
Cosec 30.
Yeah.
2.
2. What is the differentiation of sine to sine x?
Cos x.
What is L'Hospital rule?
L'Hospital rule states that when we take limit, for example, there is a function where f of x by g of x, and when the way x approaches some value and both f of x and g of x approaches, for example, let's say f of x approaches to 0 and g of x approaches to 0, or f of x approaches infinity, g of x approaches infinity. In that case, this limit will be equal to limit of derivative of x by derivative of f of x by derivative of g of x, and x tends to the same value.
For example, if I say sine x upon x, and x tends to 0, can you apply the L'Hospital rule here?
Yes, sir. It will be cos x by 1, and when x tends to 0, it will be 1.
Okay. Do you have any idea that why the derivation of sine x is equal to cos x?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
It will be sine of limit of sine of delta x plus x minus sine x by delta x.
Okay. And then
when we simplify it, and we should take some assumptions that sine of small things will be.
Okay, so what is the formula for sine a plus b?
Sine a cos b plus cos a sine b.
Okay, very good. Do you know if there is any practical use of Coulomb's law?
Photocopy machine.
Photocopy machine. Okay, perfect. Okay. So in mathematics, if I have to ask you, I'll ask you that what is the derivation of tan x?
Derivative of tan x.
Yes.
Sec square x.
Sorry?
Sec square x.
Okay. Then tell me that mod x plus mod y is given as 5. What would be the area enclosed by this graph without using pen and
50.
paper? 15. Okay. Who is the president of India?
Draupadi Murmu.
You hail from Tamil Nadu. Who is the chief minister of Tamil Nadu?
Dr. M.K. Stalin.
He is son of?
Mr. Karunanidhi.
Okay. And his son name is?
CM's son.
Yes.
Mr. Udaynidhi Stalin.
He has recently been news. Can you please tell me why?
He arranged a conference named Eradicate Sanatana Dharma, and Tamil Nadu's temple minister was in that conference, and he made some remarks like Sanatana Dharma is like dengue, malaria, and it has to be eradicated.
Okay, so tell what is the population of Tamil Nadu?
According to 2011 census, it's around 72 million.
Okay, and name any two river that flows through Tamil Nadu.
Kaveri, Vaigai, Palaru.
What is the Kaveri conflict?
I think it's about water is needed for agriculture in Karnataka as well as Tamil Nadu. But in the Tamil Nadu region, they sow rice too much, so it absorbs a lot of water. So they are not willing to give that much water.
Who? They who?
Kerala.
Kerala or
No, Karnataka.
Karnataka? So the Kaveri river, according to you, flows through Karnataka and then it goes into the Tamil Nadu.
There's a dam there.
Okay. So give me 5 towns of Tamil Nadu. Names of 5 towns.
Coimbatore, Salem, Trichy, Madurai, Chennai.
Okay, what Trichy is famous for?
Trichy is famous for NIT Trichy mainly.
Okay.
It's also famous for, I think,
Okay, what is Madurai famous for?
Madurai Meenakshi Amman temple.
What is so famous about Meenakshi temple?
I think it's
What it is famous for?
Its architecture, and also it's very old.
Who is Minister of External Affairs of India?
And Dr. Jaishankar.
Before becoming a Minister of External Affairs, he was serving as some diplomat, or he was serving as a bureaucrat. Can you please tell me what was his position?
I'm not sure about that.
Okay, so there is a famous, the 4 or 5 very famous ministers, the most powerful. We call it the CCS ministers. Huh? So one of them belongs to Tamil Nadu. Can you please name him or her?
I'm not sure about that.
Okay, who is our finance minister?
Nirmala Sitharaman.
She hails from which state?
Tamil Nadu.
Okay. One last question I'll ask you. That recently Russia and Ukraine, some conflict is going on. Please tell me that who is the chief of, I would say, the president of Russia?
Vladimir Putin.
And who is the president of Ukraine?
Zelensky.
Do you know his full name? Who is the president of United States of America?
Mr. Donald Trump.
Who is the vice president of United States of America?
Mr. J.D. Vance.
Okay, that is all from my side.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
So we are going to perform an activity called extempore, and I am going to give a topic, and you need to speak on the topic for 2 minutes. Okay.
Sir.
And the topic is impact of war on country's GDP.
If you want to use piece of paper to write. You have 30 seconds to think about it, then you're supposed to speak on this topic for 2 minutes.
I'm here to speak about impact of war on GDP. We recently saw a war, a small scale war with Pakistan, and we have seen there were blackouts in the border areas, and also there were major events were cancelled, exams were cancelled, students were distressed because of it. Also, it makes a region unstable, because of which we will lose a lot of investment. Also, it costs a lot of money. For example, a single BrahMos rocket costs 34 crores. So to make a single attack inside enemy area, it costs us nearly 35 crores of taxpayers' money. Also, the S-400 defense system costs around $1.3 billion. And to intercept a single rocket, each rocket of S-400 costs around $1 to $2 million. So to intercept the rockets fired by the enemy, we have to spend around 10 to 14 crores of taxpayer money. It also has a lot of death toll, kills a lot of innocent people. There were a lot of people died due to shelling near border. People who had nothing to do with the war. who are there just to make their living, take care of their family. It also causes unintended economic, environmental consequences, a lot of pollution, and we can feel the amount of global warming that has happened so far. We can feel the change in temperature. There are rising sea levels. There are temples in Tamil Nadu which is completely submerged underwater because of rising sea levels. It also destroys infrastructure which needs extra taxpayer money to be rebuilt. For example, if a road, also it shuts down companies. For example, if some enemy attack destroys a warehouse of a company, the company has no other choice other than filing for bankruptcy.
Do you have any questions for us?
No, sir.
See, as far as the first two part are concerned, like the normal HR questions, tell me something about yourself, and the other questions which Aradhya ma'am asked. You were absolutely good, absolutely great when it comes to the academic knowledge. You knew everything in detail. You knew the value of epsilon naught. You knew what is Coulomb's law. You knew the applications of the Coulomb's law in your daily life. And in fact, you knew that what is L hospital rule. You knew what is happening around you. So that's a perfectly fine as far as I am concerned. The only part which is worrying me, that's a little bit of your confidence. You're supposed to speak a bit louder. That is one thing. The second thing is the point which you gave in your extempore was phenomenal. It was absolutely right. Bingo, 100 out of 100. But you took a lot of gaps, and the most important thing, you quit, which you are not supposed to do under any circumstances.
Yes, sir.
Not only in interview, in your life as well. Match is not over until it is over. Think more about it. And you came up with some beautiful points. That role, definitely it impacts GDP. Rebuilding the destroyed infrastructure, definitely it impacts the GDP. Pollution, definitely it impacts the GDP nowadays. You call it global pollution, or what we call it? Global warming. Okay, so all the points were extremely good, extremely good. You were to the point. But when you were asked to, speak for 2 minutes, then in that case, you're supposed to speak for 2 minutes. Take more time. You did not take 30 seconds to think about it. Think about it. Write down some points.
Sir,
Okay.
if I write down points, I say that immediately and it gets over. Like, if I don't write it, at least I will try to
It's
think
okay.
and
It's
I have
okay.
to
Understood.
take more
Very
time.
good. Okay. Understood. Everybody is different. It varies from person to person. But still, my point is only this: that if you are given 2 minute time, if I do not stop you, interrupt you in between, you are supposed to speak for minimum of 2 minutes.
Okay.
That is this thing. And the second is speak bit louder. You're not speaking louder.
Yes, sir.
It was going great, and the moment we started extempore, I could see him sweating in this light, in this setting. I could see sweat on his brow, which clearly it tells me that you're nervous or this is not something you're very confident about. So it immediately gives me a signal. Oh, okay, got it, got you. That shouldn't happen. And I also felt like you had great points, of course, great content, but you could connect it with GDP. Tie it back to GDP. Bring the conversation back to GDP. Okay, death toll impacts GDP in this way. And then pollution in this way. Then this happened, which impacts in this way. Like that. So I would love if you could tie it back to GDP and...
In fact, this will give you another 30 seconds to speak. You know how to relate these things, huh?
Yes, sir.
But this will give you another, 10-15 seconds more to speak. So that's an added advantage. Just to connect the dots.
Yeah. And for me, what mattered was that you bounced back. When I said 20 seconds to go, I could see that you were low. You were feeling low. It was very visible. But then you bounced back. So that was good.
That was very good.
Very positive. And yeah, speaking louder would be another feedback that I'd give you.
And had I been been the interviewer there, I would have selected you today.
If you ask me, you have not used the model which I told you prep model.
It's not coming. I think it comes with
it's
practice.
fine. Yeah. So the first thing, you have given your point, then you elaborated your point. Try to give one example. One example is there. Then at the end, if you don't have means you don't have the point to speak. What you can say, you can repeat your point. Apart from this, writing down will help you a lot. See, in the examination paper, most of the people, what they only learn the point and try to elaborate. So here, when you stop, you can see and again speak the same point in different way. So that will help a lot. So writing down, I think 10 point will work a lot. Okay, at least give your opinion. Whenever you are giving your opinion, you should start with your opinion, and at the end, how do I know that you should stop now or you have completed? You should end your opinion with the same statement. Okay, and I just want to ask one thing: what do you mean by small scale war? I just want to know.
A full scale war would be planning to go into the territories of other countries, but it was just
UAVs are going into other country territory.
like taking control of the territory.
So, matlab,
Not the skies, but the territory.
yeah. No, but currently, I will say that I think there is no war which is, I think, is large scale war.
Russia-Ukraine war, there are areas where Russia have occupied. Like for example, Crimea, they have taken over Crimea from Ukraine.
Okay. I've also seen that in a few places you have deviated from your topic, like economy and GDP. Means you talk in a general way. So that's why I am saying that just note down the points and repeat those points with in means it's a game of language. So use another way to speak the same point. So for me, if you note it down, that will help a lot. And the second thing, try to speak more and more. Means practice makes a man perfect. Just practice it. This is the only part in which you are you are not up to mark.
See, as far as I am concerned, I will totally, I wouldn't say but very partly agree with him and partly disagree with him. When you said that there was some death toll, the infrastructure needs to be rebuilt, the pollution was there, you did not connect the dots. You did not connect it to the GDP, but that is okay. Sometimes what happens, in fact, what you are doing, you are creating a trap for the interviewer. Let the interviewer ask. So how would you connect it to the GDP? How it is affecting the GDP? It happens. So what you were doing, according to me, that was absolutely fine. It's a trap in which interviewer, gets involved. Usually it happens. So for me, see, again, if you take his feedback, my feedback or her feedback, in fact, for each and every question, it varies. It's definitely going to vary because it's not objective thing. It's not 2 + 2 that he'll answer 4, I'll answer 4, she'll answer 4. It's a subjective thing. So for me, it was perfectly fine. Okay, that you did not connect the dots.